Drones. Based off that word, I know a lot of you think of the little four-propellered aircraft that you can attach your GoPro to and take videos remotely flying it around having fun. That's not the type of drones I'm referring to. The type of drones I'm referring to here are the drones that we use to take airstrikes in the Middle East and Africa. Today I'm going to tell you why they should be continued. Now, the three reasons that drone strikes in the Middle East and Africa should be continued is: one, they cause less collateral damage than conventional means of warfare. Two, they're cheaper than manned aerial combat aircraft. And three, they keep U.S. personnel safe. So, drone strikes cause less collateral damage than opposed to your conventional means of warfare, which would be mortars, artillery, tanks, regular bombing runs, stuff like that. Now, in a statistic produced by Procon.org, the total amount of collateral damage sustained using drones is 8 to 17%. Now, when you compare that to the civilian casualties of World War II, which was the percentage was of total war fatalities was 67%. Now, when you compare it to the Korean, Vietnam, and Balkan wars, you have 70% for the Korean War, 31% for the Vietnam War, and 45% for the Balkan War. So as you can see, using drones, the total percentage of civilian casualties has declined significantly. Now, drones are also cheaper than manned aircraft, combat aircraft. Now, as stated in Bloomberg's 5 Reasons Why Drones Are Here to Stay, there are 8,000 drones in the U.S. arsenal used for spying and surveillance predominantly. That accounts for 1/3 of the entire aircraft arsenal for the U.S.'s disposal. Now, drones cost a small fraction of the manned fighters. The MQ-9 Reaper, which is the drone predominantly used in these strikes, costs $12 million for one. That is still, on a conservative estimate, 10 times cheaper than the F-22 fighter. And with those, the manned fighters take up about 90% of the Pentagon's total spending. Now, drones make U.S. personnel safe. As noticed by Brookings.edu, drone strikes are safer in countries like Pakistan and Yemen, where the sympathetic government officials could tip off jihadists about the locations of our U.S. Special Forces. So, yes, in an ideal world, the militants would be captured alive and raids, used for questioning and intel in these countries. But countries like Yemen and Pakistan, doing raids is too dangerous. It's not feasible. In many cases, the raids are costly, and even if they succeed, that leaves another problem. What do you do with a detainee? So it has become more politically palatable to kill rather than detain suspected terrorists, simply for cost reasons. So today I've told you why the U.S. should continue drone strikes on suspected terrorists. If you'd like more information of the topics covered, you can reference Procon.org, Brookings.edu, and Bloomberg's 5 Reasons Why Drones Are Here to Stay. In my opinion, the biggest plus for the drone strikes in the Middle East and Africa is they keep U.S. personnel safe. They take the danger out of it. Well, not entirely, but they make it a lot easier for our men and women to operate than instead of sending them in with no cover. So this concludes my speech. I hope you all have a good day.